Time goes by so fast, trying to make the feeling last. Haven't seen your face in a while. I've never seen you in a smile. It's when we love.
1, 2, 1.
We hurt the most.
Hello everyone.
But we never
Can you hear me well? Club 1 if you can hear me. No? Club 0 if you can't hear me.
It's when we love.
1, 1. Now is it better? More.
But we never love.
So let's start.
We never know. Yeah, yeah. Every broken memory creeps into my head when I sleep. Wish I could go back there and hold you. All the things that I never told you. It's when we love, we hurt the most. But if we never love, we never know. It's when we love, we hurt the most. But if we never love, we never know. Time goes by so fast. Try to make the feeling last. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've been missing you in your sleep.
So we're starting. Hello, everyone. Could you please give me some applause? Woo! Oh, I see so many people and so many familiar faces. I'm so happy to see you all here. When we just, guys, we already started. You can take your seats. There are so many free seats. You can sit here or there or there. So please take your seats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you hear me? Yeah? Great. Perfect. So we can start. So this is our first Malaga Tech meetup organized by TradingView here in Monday. Oh, wait a second. Where's my clicker? So here's the agenda for today's event. So firstly, we have a 15 minutes of introduction from me, just to talk about the TradingView, what we are doing here, who we are, and why we're organizing that. So then we have a 30 minutes speech from Igor Fedianin. He will talk about leadership, how to become a great leader for your team. And after that, we'll have a 15 minutes of question sessions. For the best questions, so prepare your questions in advance. Please make smart questions. For the best questions, we have some merch, like a cup with the TradingView logo. So yeah, the best questions, people who ask the best questions can get this merch. So yeah, prepare smart and good questions. But don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be shy. We're here to learn, to get more knowledge from our speakers. So the next speech will be also 30 minutes from Alexey Pozdnyakov. It is going to be about ambiguity in software development. And after that, also we have 15 minutes question sessions. And also you can get a cup with logo of TradingView. And after that, we have 1 hour of networking, enjoying good atmosphere, beers, drinks, and also, I hope that we'll have a pizza in time. So this is our first event, but we are planning to organize more events. So this is like briefly ideas for next, like topics for next events. So we would like to go deeply to topics like DevOps, cloud architecture, Kubernetes, backend, success strategies in Golang, QA topic. This topic is close to my heart because I'm originally started as a QA. So yeah, it would be really interesting to talk about and to hear about how AI is changing QA role right now. And also we will talk, of course, about product and design, because TradingView has a really cool product, so we have something to talk about. But we want not only to talk, but we also want to hear from you. So if someone of you has any ideas to talk about, if you have some presentation or you want to be a speaker, please scan this code. This is my LinkedIn. You can drop me a message like, "Hi Alex, I want to be a speaker on this event. I want to talk about this or that. I want to talk about DevOps. I want to talk about Golang." We can cover all technical topics. So just drop me a message. We can meet. We can have a call together and discuss. So I can add you to the list of speakers for our events. So everybody scanned who wanted? Yes? No? I will take it as yes. Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much. Some alive people. Thank you. So go next. So this is the first event here in Malaga from TradingView, but TradingView is a big company, and oh my God, what's happening? So TradingView has a long story behind. So we have experience organizing events in other locations. For example, London or in Georgia. There are some images of other events which TradingView had previously, but in other locations. Here in Malaga, this is the first our event, so don't judge us really hard. So what is TradingView? You will ask. Yeah, I will ask you back. Who of you heard something about TradingView before this event? Please raise your hand. Okay, really interesting. Okay, but who of you did ever used TradingView before? Raise your hand. Oh, there are some. A lot of people, I would say. So, yeah, wait a second. I didn't told you this. TradingView is the world's largest financial analysis platform, which is used by 100 million of people. So the core product of TradingView is a super chart. This is super chart. So traders, investors, they love this. Super charts, on super charts you can see like patterns when you trade or when you invest. You can see the price of companies or crypto coins. So TradingView covered like about 1 million different symbols. I mean like crypto coins, any publicly traded company which you can think about. Like we have it on TradingView. So you can trade it, you can see the information about that. But TradingView is a platform not only for big institutions or for banks, but we also focus it on retail investors, on normal guys like you. So you don't need to be a pro in trading or investment to use TradingView. For example, if your grandma trading Peppercoin, for example, imagine. So she's our user, of course. Who has this grandma? Whose grandma is this? Yours? That's yours. But this grandma, I know this, your grandma, she's not dumb. She's not just pulling all her money in Peppercoin. She's smart because she think first, but then invest. And here we go to our motto of TradingView: look first, then leap. So first, you need to collect information, get the knowledge, and only then decide like where you want to invest or what you want to buy or what you want to trade. This is our motto. So we're not just going into one coin all in. So we are doing it smartly. Yeah, and TradingView here in Malaga, we just opened this office recently. We are here just for 2 or 3 years. We are located here in Monday, this coworking. If you walk through this corridors, you will see a lot of like empty rooms. These rooms already occupied by TradingView, so we are growing a lot. Yeah, there are some the office there, which is not empty. There are a lot of TradingView employees already sitting there. So we are growing and rapidly expanding. And also we are hiring. We are hiring a lot. So this is a cloud of words with current kind of open positions. What you can read here is DevOps engineers. We are hiring developers, QAs, Golang engineers, security engineers, AI, ML, automation, database administrator. And this is currently open position, but also sometimes we have open positions for HRs as well, finance and recruiter teams. So, but why to work in TradingView? So if you want to work on something significant, because TradingView is the #1 investing website right now. And we are more loved than Pinterest, Spotify, and even a Pornhub. Good question. This is from our website. I did not measure it myself. So, but I hope I can't provide you information right now, but you can drop me a message here. So I will ask, drop me a message. I will ask our team where did they get this information, and I will share it with you. 100%. So going back, why to work here? So, and you can be a really true high loader because in TradingView we have like trillion of events processed every day. We analyze like million symbols and we have a lot of users. So this is really a huge system with a really high load, and this really can be interesting for engineers and also for product owners. Yeah, and here is the link to our career page. If you have anyone who can be interested in any of these roles which I described before, so please scan this code, open the page, and you can share it with your friends, or you can analyze this page yourself. And last but not least, this conference, we have an online streaming on YouTube. Here's the camera. Hello, our YouTube viewers. So this is also a big plus for speakers. So if you want to be a speaker in the future, you can see your speech will be recorded, so you can edit in your profile, you can add in your portfolio. This is a really good plus for speakers. So, but also you can scan this QR code right now and subscribe to our page, or maybe if you get used to consume content through your mobile phone, you can open this thing right now and see our meetups through your phone. No, I'm joking. Don't do this, please. You just need to scan it, subscribe, and put your phone away. And be here, be present with us. Or you can use your phone for notes. Taking notes, yeah, that's important because we have really great speakers. And yeah, I will give the first word for our first speaker. Is Ivan Fedianin. He will talk about leadership and how to become a great leader. Please give applause to our speaker.
Alex. Oh, thanks. Hi, everyone. Didn't expect such an audience. Thank you for coming. So, yeah, the topic is huge, so I will narrow it down only to basics. So it's more for the people who are just starting with their teams, starting to lead the team, some kind of community. And this is the first steps. Sometimes it's the hardest steps for the newborn leader. Quick introduction. My name is Igor, and I'm lead of the project management guild. What is a guild? In our case, guild is a community of specialists united by their function. So in my case, this is project management. Sometimes project manager lead the teams, and sometimes they have to step up temporarily to help out the people who they're working with. I believe in leaders, and I believe that leaders grow in your own company and in every company, and we just need to help them out. So a couple of disclaimers. First of all, this is not my story of success, how I became a great leader, but it's about my methods, what I tried myself, what my team tried, what worked for me in a way. And I won't impose anything on you because the topic is not clear. It's about your experience of your team. So you have to choose your own style. But some of the tips may look useful to you. Second is sometimes leadership is perceived as rallying the crowd. You know, all this pathos, all these heroic impulses. But I would say for me, it's more about everyday work, support, being there for your team, for your people, and reliability. Of course, people who are feeling appreciated, ready to make an extra step for their leader, for the goal they believe in, So sometimes it works, but it's about everyday work. So 2 parts. First of all, how do you develop yourself and somebody you're helping to become a leader? And second, in some managerial styles, some methodology that could help you in finding your way around this managing and leading. So the Wikipedia tells us this definition, and the keywords here are influence, support, and achieving the goal. I would say that there is no reason to gathering a team without having a goal. What's the point? So, and I would say that indirective methods for making this team work, reaching the goal, are better than directive approach or some orders. But I will talk about this later. So why do we need actually leadership? Why don't we just write clear instructions, manuals, and just follow the guides? The thing is that when you work in an IT company, you have pretty complex SDLC, software development lifecycle, and everything can go wrong in every step. And usually we have custom development, custom features, something new, and scope is changing. You know this very well. Scope is changing, and new requirements coming in, and you have to find your way to the goal, which is also changing sometimes. So for leading, for evaluating the new goal, for evaluating the new way, sometimes you need people who can discuss, gather, and lead others to the goal step by step. So in a complex situation, I would say no instructions can be written, and you cannot write instruction for every situation. So in other words, you just, the leadership practically is achieving goal on time, maintain high quality, and what is more important, be able to repeat the process every time. So, first part. How to develop yourself or help others to become a leader. There are some myths about it. I would like to talk about a couple of them because I would say these misconceptions. First of all, you should be born into it. You should be born a natural born leader, very charismatic, the best, the strongest, the smartest, and only in this case you can become a leader. But the thing is that most of skills people want in the leaders can be trained, can be learned. This being supportive, responsive, responsible, and proactive is no rocket science. So maybe charisma would help, but even without it, it can be developed in a way, and the skills are crucial. Second is that leader has power. You just need to give orders and everything happens by itself. But the thing is that you build up your reputation gradually, and if you often bend people to your will, you just tell what they should do without explaining things, without asking for their permission, you would lose this reputation, and sometimes they quit, sometimes the performance drops drastically, and you don't know why. Maybe you don't have this reflection. Third is a bit controversial, that leader must be the best expert in the team. Some still believe in it, I don't. Because being leader, being maybe team lead, tech lead, is a full-time job. And if you are busy with the goals, with your people, you cannot be an expert all the time. And people you are hiring in your team should be apt pupils, you know. And if they're doing their full-time job, soon they should surpass you and be better expert in their field than you are, because you're doing different jobs. And if they don't in time, maybe you don't want them to. So you could think about it. If you're always the best, is it something you want, or maybe you don't let that happen? So where do we start? You could conduct a survey in your team, gather some opinions. You could make a retrospective, see what they have to say. All the things working, all the ways. You just need to start, talk with people and not punish them for any of their opinions. So the core concept about influence on your team is through motivation. I believe in it. So according to simplified theory, this one, there are demotivators and motivators. You can see here the status, salary, job security is the main thing. So if the person has nothing to eat, probably any achievements won't impress them, motivate them. And on the other hand, yeah, motivators are few listed here: more responsibility, interesting work, and recognition. But the trick is, according to this theory, and I tried to test it, if the demotivators are too strong, there is no reason to build motivation. So it doesn't build up because people, it's something similar to well-known pyramid of Maslow, you know about this, basic necessities. So, demotivators, what you should avoid. There are numerous demotivators, including, again, job security and salary, but we talk about two of them that are connected to leadership. And both are connected to talking to people and criticizing them. So first of all, if you have a team, you should not let them alone when they make a mistake. Sometimes it happens that some other manager or other co-workers would come up to them and say, yeah, you made this mistake, you screwed up and everything. But if you let them alone in this situation, if you let them handle alone this, you would lose your reputation, and there is no point of being a leader if you are with them only when bonuses are divided, you know. So don't let other managers to put down your team and take a responsibility with them. You will deal with them later, maybe in private, but don't let it happen publicly. Second, again, no public criticizing. The trick is simple, that's a rule. You praise in public, you criticize in private. But again, even criticizing, you're talking about the problems, the issues. You don't talk about the person, you don't give a label, you don't blame them. You are talking about the situation, the case. And motivators. What can you do to help people grow and show high performance? Again, there could be numerous, but we're talking about something that is connected to leadership. First of all, delegation. This is a tough call. So by delegating, you are hitting two birds with one stone. First of all, you free your own time. Second, you give people responsibility, and they're feeling valued, you know, for the input. They're feeling more responsible. But the trick here that in the beginning, they definitely would do this worse than you. And often, exactly this thing keeps managers from delegating. Because if you give a child a glass of water for the first time, they would, for sure, they will spill it, they break the glass, or some worse, you know. But if you don't start doing this, they would never learn. Second is communication. Probably the famous image, right? So everybody is understanding things differently, seeing things differently. So you have to always communicate. You have different, numerous ways of communication, but you should be on the same page. You should discuss, then write it down, then make a picture, I don't know, show with your gesture, whatever works for you. But every teammate should see the goal in the same way that you do, and the stakeholders and the users and all the way around. So this is a mutual cause which should be shared, and the view should be the same. Goals. So the goal is the main point of having a team. So you should set the clear goals, not very long in time. You know, the year is okay for the North Star something, but then you should have some milestones along the way, so people don't lose the focus. And you should track progress. The best example, actually, the quests in video games. Who knows where this comes from? Which? Thank you very much. So here everything is in place. We have the severity level, we have the milestones, we have the final goal, and if you go inside, you can see the background, why actually we're doing this, and, very important, a reward. So, I already spoke about responsibility. You don't have to, you can't blame anyone. You should solve problem without escalation on your level. You should try to. And provide solution for the management, for your team, and not problems. And as in this movie, you should stand up for your team. Again, as with blaming from other coworkers, managers, you should always take responsibility at least with them, or even for them, if you are planning to be a successful leader. Later on, you could redesign your team, train people, maybe even would have to, fire someone. But again, this is your problem as leader. When tough times come, you should stand for your team. You will deal with your management later. And team building. It's not only happy hour in the bar, but also should be built around the work. So if your teammates have their own tasks and never communicate around joint task, maybe you don't need a team. You're just a manager having associates. And for the best results, you should build activities around teamwork, around work, your professional goals, So this is not a video, but this ants actually managed it to took this shape into this gate. This is pretty clever. So this is teamwork. So acknowledge the team's progress and inform them about them. Yeah, they know that they finished it, but please tell them that they did a good job. People showing up every day for this. And let's summarize. So constant interaction with the team and self-development is crucial. Remember, nobody is a leader via emails. It doesn't work. Second part, management style. It's more about methodologies, and interaction is still important, but some management methodology wouldn't hurt. So, first of all, when you start with working with the team, I don't know, you get the new team, you are building one, you should find your team on this chart. So I love this one. There are numerous of them, of course, a lot of methodologies. I love this one because it's pretty simple. Concern for task, job should be done. Concern for people, people should be happy. So our goal is team leader, high right quadrant, this one. So how do we get there? But first of all, we need to find ourselves here. Again, with the observations, retrospectives, whatever, to acknowledge who we are right now. Most of the young managers starting from this position. Low task, low people. So usually it's not about like being intelligent or unprofessional. It's just a new leader, a new manager keeps doing their former job, being an expert, and doesn't know how to bring people or tasks up. That's it. Just low experience. This is a starting point. Nobody wants to stay here. Second is high task, low people. Leader prioritizes tasks and results over team welfare. This could work temporarily for example, a crisis, for a crunch somehow. But if you stay in this situation for a long time, it could feel demotivated. People feel dissatisfaction, low morale among team members. So for crisis is okay, but for complex production like software development, it doesn't work in the long run. People just quit or just sit and do nothing. Second is country club management. Very nice. Everybody loves this, but tasks are not getting done. So leader focuses heavily on creating comfortable and friendly environment. This could work for really high-level professionals, people who are responsible, who are experienced, and don't want anyone to interrupt with their job and really doing their best. But this is a rare case. Usually, this could be used for recovering from difficult times, maybe to, I don't know, to prepare for like difficult project, but in the long run, people not only lose performance, your company would lose performance, but people also lose interest in their jobs. It's getting like a, retirement home, or country club. So yeah, I wouldn't advise stay here for long. Ambitious people will quit, and you will stay with people who don't care about the job. Yeah, that's middle of the road. Basically, yeah, the middle point, what can I say? Nobody is aiming for that, but you can find yourself here. It's okay. You just need to not to drop and find out why can't you raise the both axes higher. Yeah, and this high concern for both people and production. What's the trick? Why don't we just do everything right, put it in both pockets, and reach this goal fast? The trick is when you want to reach this kind of performance, you should connect both axes. So you should make people happy through the hard job and make get tasks done through making people happy. Usually how it works. The key is to motivate people through work achievements. So they would go for a walk, only for achievement, not just to spending their time. And on the other hand, the high performance should be rewarded and doesn't go unnoticed. So if you have a hard-working employee who would deliver every day, you shouldn't take it for granted, definitely. And you should show to everyone that this kind of behavior is rewarded and praised. So the summary: empower and support people so they can achieve their professional goals through successful work and all the way around. Praise them for putting effort into reaching company's goals. Second, the style of your management, your leadership. This is the simplest approach. You're definitely familiar with it, but the trick is to switch between these styles. So first of all, autocratic, not as bad as it sounds, because it works for young teams, no experience at all. They cannot be free and do whatever they like because they don't know how to do the job. And also it works for crises again. So if you are looking into, I don't know, police departments and firemen departments, there is nothing looking like delegation there or democratic style. This is always autocratic, giving orders, because they have always crisis. They have to act fast. So this sometimes it works, depending on the team experience. Second, democratic, something in the middle. So you are consulting with your team, you're asking them for their opinion, you're delegating stuff, and but in the end, you still decide on your own. Again, if you don't take their opinion into consideration, if you don't do what they say, at least sometimes, they won't proceed with this. But again, it forces collaboration, boosts morale, and often leads to more creative solutions, though decisions may take longer. Delegative, yeah, the most important for us, but again, not works every time. It doesn't work every time. So you provide minimal direction and allow team members to make decisions on their own. On the other hand, it works only for experienced people, and if the crisis strikes, probably you wouldn't find fast a leader who could lead them and survive the crisis. So you should be careful with this. Lack of coordination and focus, you may see it in less structured environments. So for example, in startups, this may seem excessive. So in the end, you have to choose your style depending on people's experience, and the more experience they get, you should be more delegating and shift towards delegative style, at least in software development. So, what have we discussed today? First of all, that's a skill. It can be developed, and numerous books, numerous courses. Try from simple things. I don't know, like delegation, like discussing with people, talking, surveys, whatever works for you. Second is look at your team, who you're working with, and try to reach the level of desired level. You may really want to work with some young and eager team, or maybe want hard-boiled professionals. That's for you to decide. But again, if you want them to grow, to complete more autonomous and more complex tasks, you should help them grow, delegate, teach them, and help them teach each other. And the communication and feedback is key. You should always reflect on your own decisions, on what you do, ask your team for feedback, and communicate. First of all, expectations. People have expectations from their job. Stakeholders have expectations from your team. You have expectations from them. This all should be clear. Otherwise, broken expectations means dissatisfaction. That's it, folks. That's all I know about shrimps. Thank you. Though the questions are in order.
If you have any questions, please, this is your time.
Thanks. Hello. There was a slide about avoiding public criticism. And let's assume we had a bug that leaked to production. And we have a people who let that happen. Will you name them on the retrospective? How would you discuss it? How the conversation will go?
Okay, question, wait. Question for you. What's the point of naming them? What's the point? You tell the name.
Yeah,
What does it give to you?
Yeah, we have a bug, and you could say somebody wrote the code and somebody missed it. Or you could say, like, Alex wrote the code and he did not wrote unit test for some reason. And then, like, Mikhail just did not test it, right?
So
And
what
then
gives you this? So you name Alex. What's the point?
you have details, and you can discuss details with these people on the event with the whole team.
Okay, makes sense. I would say that you need to discuss the situation and all the details you should gather beforehand, before this retrospective from Alex, whoever you have. Then you say we have a bug. This is not Alex because he's in your team. We have a bug and we solved it correctly. Everything is in order right now. And only after you're handling the crisis, you discuss it. That's the correct way. And then you have the details, you present it, and you let team to solve it again. How would you do it next time? How would you prevent it next time? What would you do not to let it happen again? And everyone, including Alex, could answer. And again, you discuss the situation, the case, yeah? And during this situation, the retrospective, you just solving the case together as a team. Nobody blames him. He knows that he's wrong, right? He doesn't. And everybody know who did this. What's the point? Yeah. So.
Yeah, I agree. Like, the goal is to solve the issue and don't let that happen again. But for like getting the details, understand how exactly it happens, you should know the names of the people. Yeah.
Ask. Okay, you could ask him to write a report, write him a solution beforehand, do it in private. And again, let's assume we do it all the way around. We say, Alex, you did this, you are to blame. What do we get in the end? I would say Alex would just stop working efficiently. He will test this 100 more times. He start work slowly, being afraid to commit another mistake again, and his performance would drop, and that's it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I think it was a question, so congratulations. Great. So,
Some people.
next one? You?
Okay, hi, thank you for presentation. I have a little bit similar question, but about previous slide. Yeah, when someone is criticizing your teammate, how you can act, what are like possible ways to act when, I don't know, some guy is just saying you are late for your employee.
Okay, I love hyperbole. I love this, to maximize the situation. So let's say we have bug from Alex on production, and we have CEO coming into a thread and saying, show me the person who did this. And I don't know, Alex is a brave guy. He shows up, say, that's me, I did this. Why did you commit the bug, Alex? Asking CEO in public thread. What would you do now as a manager at and as Alex's leader?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you try to stop.
Yeah, we did step up and said, okay, we're dealing with this right now. Alex already proposed a solution. When it's done, when it's fixed, I'm going to let you know everything is under control. And Alex is what? He's grateful for your assistant.
Yeah, and relieved. Yeah,
and if you do it all the way around, if you leave him alone, what happens?
Thank you.
So I would like to stay on this topic because I would like to take it from another point of view, especially this kind of people criticize other people and the leader acting as a shield. I think that is not really, let's say, the way that should be done in this case. For me, my experience, a leader should be pushed towards a blameless environment, as you just said before. But at the same time, to establish a safe environment where, as you said before, people should be able to fail. And for me, for example, getting back to the bug that we saw before, right? The issue is not that person pushed the bug to production, but the process that's led to the bug slipping to production. What happened? Like, did we have the test suite running all the time? There were some issues. Didn't you write the test? Who reviewed that test? Why that test wasn't working well? So it's not about like the person that made the mistake, but it's the process in place to avoid that mistake to happen again. And that is a good way, let's say, to establish safety within the team. So I know that even though that I make mistakes, I mean, we are human beings, so we make mistakes all the time. The important is not who made the mistake, but how we can prevent making mistakes in the future. Yeah. So having this safety net, safety in the team, helps the people to be creative, to be courageous, to take initiatives, and also to be reliable, let's say, like that person now learned from their mistakes. And at the same time, that if other people come to your place, to your team, you don't have to protect them if you establish a feedback culture. So a culture that is organically grow with the team, and where people can exchange feedback, not in criticize, but be constructive. So next time, can you do this instead of this? Instead of you did this. Like having like a blameless environment, help everyone to be themselves and create a safe environment and help people to spread themselves as they want. That's just my opinion.
You are totally correct, but the thing is that you are talking about the culture in the whole company, including CEO. He should also, or she, accept this culture. In this case, that's correct. But let's assume we don't have this kind of high-level involvement all over the company. Let's say, I would say this is like two distances. One distance is our team, and we can make everything possible for our team right now here. If we have a suggestion how to improve this overall in the company, we do it. We say, okay, we taking the blame for this. Yeah, we're gonna fix this on our level, but we suggest, here is our proposition, how to improve the process. We do this again. But if you do only one thing from this, so you say, yeah, we're not to blame. The processes in companies is crap. How would CEO like? What would you say?
In a vision of a continuous improvement, you shouldn't blame the process that it is, but how to improve it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's proposition. That's what I said about like you don't offer problems, you offer solutions. Yeah, I agree. Just different levels, You just do what you can on your level and try to affect the other one. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I would like to stay, Alex, for a bit, so I would like to change the topic. So let's imagine that you are going to take your first team lead position. What would you do in your first 30 days?
Good question, thank you. I would say, first of all, we need to look what we have. We can't change things just on the spot, starting from first day. We just need to take this kind of chair, place it in the corner of the room and observe how team works, what works for them. Maybe something looks for you like weird, but then you should ask questions in the time point, like, why are we doing this? Why this is an extra process? Why there is an extra status here? Why do we doing this 3 days? I was thinking it's differently. And when you know why it happens, then you can ask questions. So could we try to switch this for a moment, whatever, and listen for what they're saying. If they say like, yeah, like if this is just what we did in the last 5 years, we don't remember why we started doing like this. It's just what it is. Maybe you could suggest after this third step, you could suggest the changes. But again, always try to involve the team, because this is still their garden, not yours. And until, I don't know, two years maybe. And they would find the way. Or if or not, maybe they need to get used to you, to the new thought that not everything is logical around here. So I would say observe and ask questions. The man is here, like, waiting a lot. For a while, yeah. Thank you, Augusta.
I do a lot of work with open source voluntary teams. How do you suggest helping lead a team like that, where everyone is there voluntarily? They can walk out at any time, and that there isn't the hammer of you're going to get fired. That there's still the possibility that they're there because they want the goal, but it's not necessarily a situation where you have a lot of leverage upon them.
Yeah, I love this question. The thing is that in my pitch, have you seen a hammer once? Nothing. No, that's exactly my point. But that's a great question about people who you don't even know. You have like a audience which is constantly changing. You have open source, for example. In this case, you may ask them, of course, but I would say you create a culture and gamification. I could come up with more points, but I would say two. First of all, culture. You do what every source, open source has. It has manifest, right? It has why we're doing this, why we started this, why we need to, where we need to come, you know? So this is an idea, because the best idea that keeps people in the workplace is doing something great, you know? Because salary and chips is not enough in the long run. Most of the people, I would say the majority, want to be part of something bigger, want to remember something when they retire, whatever. So this is why people doing, for example, this open source, people taking part in all this unbelievable projects, because they want to be a part of something great, not just packing, you know, I don't know, packing fish into boxes, frozen one, you know, something more spectacular. So you need to create an idea, something to share with other people. And second, you need to create a sense. The gamification is basically about achievements. Yeah, if you play video games, you know all these achievements that gives you nothing except the badge. So that's the point. If you come to your workplace, even the virtual one, and all the people there praise you, like say, yeah, finally Alex came, we're gonna do great work today, you know, you will come back. Because you are feeling appreciated when you do the commit, for example, right? You push it, and you have a lot of likes there. You have like green, all the green, yeah? You know you did a good job. And what it gives you? The feeling of acceptance. And you will come back for more. That's it. That's the trick.
Hi, I'm Alex. Thank you for the presentation. I have a question as a mobile lead in my company. So basically, how do you measure the KPIs in your team in order to provide the performance review for each one of them? Because, for example, we can use commits, but basically that's irrelevant maybe, because I can work all day and at the end of the week I have like, I don't know, 100 commits or maybe something like that. But what KPI should I be looking for in my team?
So what's the reason of founding this kind of company for the founders? What is the outcome, the output of our company every day? Question for you.
So yeah, basically we are a Web3 company specialized in email.
Okay.
So we are a bridge between Web2 email to Web3 email. And basically all the crypto world is our customers.
Okay, so you need result,
yeah,
right? You need something users could use and pay for. So that's your final measure of success. When you have nothing to trade for money, you have no success. Your KPIs may be great, but if you don't do things into production, you push to production something people enjoy and ready to pay for, there is no reason. So you take this goal and you go down all the way to your team, and in the end of the day, you have a person who is creating a piece of working software. Basically, that's the basics of Agile, you know, the Scrum. So they're creating a working software, and you measure with that. And again, how do you define what is the successful rate of producing? You ask them, like, we have this piece of feature. How much time do you need to make it? We would like it to see like in some reasonable time. They give you the estimations, and then they should commit to their own estimation. So this is their commitment, this is their promise, their promise to themselves. And if they make a promise, they reach the goal, and in the end of the line, they give you the working product, what else KPIs do you need? If they don't make their own promise, they don't commit, in the end, they don't do it, they will tell you for themselves that they didn't reach the KPI. That's it.
Thank you.
Hi, thanks first of all for the presentation, great. I actually want to expand on the question because we saw the one slide about, you know, country club on the one side and then high people, high tasks. So if you're saying, hey, you ask the team, you ask the team to commit, you ask the team to give you reasonable estimates, if you're in a country club mode, you might not get like a proper answer for that. So how do you, as an organization, as a wider organization, you know, having 10 teams, 15 teams, figure out where both your team is within that matrix and where your leaders are within that matrix? Do you quantify that? Do you measure that? Like, what is your approach to that? What is your experience?
So how would I measure if I have a lot of teams?
Exactly, where and how they are performing basically, if they are in the upper right quadrant, which is like the optimal one essentially.
Yeah, you just ask every team. So you give them for self-evaluation. In our company, we have, for example, a process radar, we call it. So we just give it to every team, and it includes a lot of Scrum, Agile practices, whatever, and they just feel what they have already and what they don't. And we ask them, could you just improve one thing in a month? And they do it, and that's it. There is no push. So for this, for example, if they evaluate themselves, for example, we ask 10 teams, and they have different measures. And one of them say we have low people, high task. The other question would be, what other question would be to them?
My question would be, would they make themselves a slow task?
Yeah, like I would ask the question, do you enjoy it? Yeah, do you like the way you are? And they say, for example, no, we are feeling oppressed, whatever. So then we would just ask them, how would you do it to land into different direction? And if we ask country club, they say, yeah, we like it. We like it here, it's very fun. But again, we say, okay, cool. But again, we have goals to reach. We have beautiful product, other teams doing their job to get there. And maybe you can do better. Can you do better? could you give us some, I don't know, suggestions how would you improve without going lower? Yeah, you just keep your environment and just go further this line. What could you do to reach this? They say, we don't know, for example. Then you help them out. That's it. I would say, so you need to work with every team, because this is, team consists of people after all, and you have to work with every single one, or at least make a collaboration inside the team.
Thank you very much, Igor. Thank you very much for your questions.
Thank you, guys.
So let's meet our next speaker. It's Alexey Pozdnyakov. He will tell us about ambiguity in software development. Big round of applause to him.
Three to one. Great. Thank you for giving me opportunity to speak. Hello, everyone. Buenas tardes. Привет. Whatever works for you. I'm here to take you on a journey, my journey, through the stormy seas of uncertainty in fintech. I started as a junior developer, and now I'm unit lead, navigating the wave of chaos. And I'll share you how I went from chaos to structure. And the good part, I will give some practical tools to deal with uncertainty. Ready to set sail? Let's go. My name is Alexey. I kicked off my fintech journey as a junior developer at TradingView, working on a Pine script. It is a compiler project at TradingView. At the time, I had no clue about building compilers, but I had a working setup and a senior mentor to guide me. Fast forward, now I'm unit lead with, I'm steering the screener product with a number of projects. And here's the thing. Uncertainty and ambiguity has been my constant companions. They surfaced in questions like, what does that even mean? And how users will behave. But let's start with my junior days. A fresh dev at TradingView, working on compiler product, working on a compiler with Anteler. Anteler is a parser generator library. It helps developers to create lexers and parsers from a defined grammar. I found the one feature. It felt right. The name of the function gave me confidence that this is what I need. It solved the task. Committed, push it to review. Then my lead hits me with, hey Alexey, what does it actually do? How it will work in that corner cases? Oops, I don't know. I realized I couldn't pass review like that. I need to figure out what I was doing, what I was using. So I spent hours digging through Anteler documentation and source code to understand how it works. I thought just a bit more and I'll know everything. It's just code. Read it, memorize it, done. I started to thrive in ambiguity. But I was about to learn that uncertainty doesn't just vanish. Fast forward to team lead days. I'm maintaining 3 projects on Go and Java with a solid team. I think I got it all figured out. I'm meeting with a product manager. I say, oh, this currency model, it works like this. We'll tweak it here. Not a big deal. We set task in Jira. I wrote that model myself. I know how it works. But it turns out that from the moment I wrote it to this moment, someone fixed the bug or implemented a feature, and now that model works completely differently. No problem, no disaster, we adapted, but I felt silly. Here is the thing, you can know everything at one point, but systems change. Time moves, and suddenly you're back in the storm. And here it clicked. Information is always incomplete. My brain, it is limited. I can't know every detail from how CPU instructions work to CloudFront hacks, from new project, new language features to every new modern library that was just released. It's just impossible. Uncertainty isn't just for juniors. It is with us always. Think about chess. You see the whole board, every piece, yours and your opponent's. You know all possible moves. You just need to pick one. And grandmasters can pick one. It's easy for the grandmaster. Now think StarCraft. It's a real-time strategy. There is fog of war. There is just a tiny bit of screen you see. You need to scroll through the map. You order commands to many units. You don't know what happens on the other side in the fog of war. But grandmasters still manage to be good at this game somehow. They make 600 actions per minute, and they pick 10 very good actions every second. This is the development. StarCraft. Maybe a bit of poker too, but StarCraft is closer to me. Unclear issue definitions, no turns, deadlines, change of requirements. Everything is ambiguous. Opponents are everywhere. Library authors, users, competitors, even teammates. My journey from junior to lead taught me that uncertainty isn't my flaw. It's the property of the game we're all playing. But even knowing that ambiguity is inevitable, I thought I could succeed in chaos. As a junior, I felt dig in, figure it out fast. As a team lead, I thought I'll handle the storm, no problem. But it didn't work back then. Mistakes piled up, deadlines missed, teammates confused. All because I tried to strive in ambiguity. But then I found help. An article by Malte. He is now a CTO of Verso, the creators of Next.js. I didn't know him, but based on his article, he looks like a grandmaster of software development to me. The article he wrote is named The Fallacy of Thriving in Ambiguity. Yes, you can live with it, even do well, but why stop there? You can sorry, you can eliminate it whenever you can. There is processes that help you with understanding the ambiguity, modeling it, and lowering it. Malte, in his article, focused on measuring ambiguity and then on developer experience, like speed of iterations, testability, debuggability. But let me focus on the first steps. What are we dealing with? What is uncertainty? It's not just chaos. We can model it. At the start of each project, uncertainty is high. You don't know anything. You develop, you research, you test, learn more, and by the end of the project, uncertainty is almost zero. But it's all about gathering information. But how do we gather it? What do you think? What are the examples? Ask stakeholders, yes. Read user requests. Write down requirements. Commit code. Push it to review. Every step takes that uncertainty down. And there is a model for that. The cone of uncertainty. It comes from project management, and it's simple. X-axis is time. Y-axis is uncertainty. A level of uncertainty in estimates, let's say that. At the start of the project, estimates are just wild guesses. You can make an error 2 times, 4 times easily. And how does it drop? Uncertainty, step by step. Developers write prototypes, architectural decisions. Sometimes this step is a big jump. For example, we have 2 product ideas, 2 hypotheses. We test them against analytics, data. We select one for development, and uncertainty cuts in half. Every step pulls that line down. Back when I was junior, I thought uncertainty was my fault. I need to learn it all now. But look at this cone. It's natural. It's not about me. It's about how projects work. What we can do is to lower uncertainty sooner. Take the necessary steps at the right stage of the journey of the project. Let's see another tool, second tool, the double diamond, to see how someone, UK Design Council, defines those steps to lower uncertainty. Double diamond is a model that's been around since 2003, built by UK Design Council to make sense of design process. And it's stuck. People use it in product development because it works. Here is how it goes. 2 diamonds, 4 steps. Discover, define, develop, deliver. First diamond starts with the problem. You begin discovery. You dig in, talk to people, to stakeholders, read user requests, gather analytics information, figure out what's really going on instead of guessing. You propose hypotheses and test them. Then, with all that data, you define. You pin down the problem, you write final hypothesis assumption, its subjective and key results, KPIs, you sketch design. Second diamond, your input now is a problem definition, maybe in form of requirements document, maybe in form of issue in task manager with definition of done. Designers start their work, developers start to prototype. Later, they write tester notes and merge request. Sometimes they debug all day to find 1 byte of broken information, literally 1 byte. They fix it. It's also taking uncertainty down. This example is not mine, but I can relate. Clap if you've been there. So, this double diamond it matches our cone of uncertainty increments. First diamond grows, uncertainty is high. Lots of questions. Then, problem defined, uncertainty drops a step. It's a process to tame the storm, step by step, step by step. Let's wrap this journey up in a metaphorical way. I set sail as a junior developer on a tiny boat straight into the storm. No compass, no map, just fog and wild waves. I didn't check the forecast. I thought I could handle it. But then it hit me. The weather is always changing. There is no path with endless calm. Chaos isn't an illusion you break. It's the sea we sail. But I found my tools, a compass to guide me, a map, a lighthouse, and I've shared that compass with you. So, what's the takeaway? One, uncertainty is natural. It's part of development. No need to worry about it being there. Two, ambiguity is bad. Don't ignore it. If you let it sit, it will slow you down and cloud your judgment. Three, you can model it. Tools like cone of uncertainty or double diamond make it clear and manageable. Four, reduce uncertainty early. Every prototype, decision, test, especially the first steps, cut it down fast. To wrap up, I would like to end with a quote from John Kabat-Zinn. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Thank you. Questions? There is one question. One question, one microphone.
One.
There is some uncertainty in the microphone.
Four.
Yes.
Alexey, I have a question for you. What was your first experience with Lexis and parsers?
The first experience was right at the Pine script at TradingView. I just got a task to do something in the parser to fix one bug.
Approach it the first time you saw, for example, all that regex and the complexity that is present in lectures and parsers?
I surely heard about compilers in the university, but I didn't have experience with writing them then. And on the TradingView, I had senior mentor, and he walked me through every part of the process I needed to know. That was the first experience.
What do you think is the role of small, frequent, measurable goals in reducing uncertainty from the process?
What is the role of small, frequent steps? Yes. These goals, they surely are the way we need to do things. They help to, let's see. From the one side, it helps to the team, as we heard in the previous presentation. It helps team to understand what they're doing, what is their goal, what is their success look like. From the other hand, it helps some senior management to understand that project is going on track, each step is done, and uncertainty is going down as planned. We have 2 more questions. Try. The question is, we need to cut down uncertainty fast, and we can use prototypes for that. But prototypes take time, so how we deal with it? Let me think. Yes, when you write prototype, you can spend a lot of time. I think it is the best way to reuse something you got from prototype into your actual increment to the code. So maybe you can first think and plan your prototype, what you will write, what you will do. Maybe you can focus on some module you should be in the end product. So you can start with it and reuse it then later. Maybe you can start with an API mocks and use them in your prototype. This also will help with API definition, which is a good part. Yes? The question is, do we work in a cross-functional team or we manage it by ourselves? And I am not able to repeat the whole question. I can say that in my unit, we have a cross-functional unit with one team focused on backend, one on frontend, and one full stack. And we have designer in our unit. This designer is focused on our product. So I think short answer is yes, we work in a cross-functional team.
And the last question was about like the problem itself. Like uncertainties are let's say problematic because at the beginning you don't know what problem you're going to solve, right? And for me the difficult was like understanding what's the problem it was, talking with different people because each persona has a different problem. So how do you understand what problem you need to solve, talking with the people that you interview at later time?
Okay. Question is, every people have different opinions on what the problem is, and how then we negotiate what will this solution work. Maybe this is what will fit request. And in iterations, we go to the new problem that maybe fits all requests with lower cost.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Last question, please. And we
Thank you.
second microphone. 1, 2.
How you will deal with uncertainty when your stakeholders not certain what they want to achieve? They ask you one thing, then after you manage to do it, they ask to change it. And you know from the beginning that they will change finally. How you will do this?
I think this is a hard question. It is simple at the stage, but it is hard in the real life. I think it is about transparency. Maybe you can write down what stakeholder wants and re-ask him, like, this is the task you said to me. Is it how you want it to be? And he told you yes, and then you just work, you release exactly that. And if he then speaks, this is not what I wanted, you can just refer to, okay, we tried to negotiate it at the start. We didn't get well. Maybe we can change something in the process. So next time we will understand better what the task was. Maybe something like that.
Okay, thank you.
I think that's all. Or do we have more questions? Yeah, there are some questions. Yeah.
One more there.
And I see there. Okay, 2 last questions, and we wrap up with this. No. Please.
It is for YouTube audience.
We need because we have a streaming, so everybody can hear you.
How would you define the relationship between ambiguity and lack of understanding? So in the sense, maybe for us it's ambiguous because we don't understand it. We don't have the knowledge to understand it. But it's not ambiguous by the nature.
Yes. This is one of the points from the Malte article. This is exactly one of the points of the Malte article, that you should ask if this ambiguity is really an ambiguity. Is it ambiguous? Is this problem ambiguous? Because sometimes it is not. It's just a simple problem and you solve it in the ambiguous way.
So how it looks like in practice, like modeling that unknowns, yeah, like in TradingView, like in your team and so on, company, yeah? Because it's like, what's the percentage you manage to model that one? You have unknowns, and so on, and you have these random bit flips and so on. So what's the degree of modeling that unknowns, uncertainty you are able to reach? Are you doing it, modeling it, capturing KPIs or something? Yeah? Like in practice, how you do it, yeah? Tools, whatever, processes.
The most practical part is the processes, the way you organize work in the team, on the project, the way you use this checklist with some points of the way where you have defined problem. This is most practical is processes. As an example, we have a practice of architectural design decisions. So developers, before they start work on new epic, they start to write architectural design decisions. They research code, they write down what they want to change in the system. And this is hands-on practical. The question is about exact numbers in the measurement of uncertainty. I don't think we have exact numbers. We have some estimates, like in days or story points, but this is not like it was uncertainty for 101 points and we reduced it to 99. We can't do that. Maybe someone can, not we.
Thank you very much, Alexey. Thank you for your speech. It was really insightful. Thank you for the audience for your questions. Yeah, clap to yourself. So here our official part comes to an end. So now is the pizza time. Finally, yeah. So pizza came at time, just right at time. It's hot. Just give us a couple of minutes to cut it. So girls already started doing that. So just in 2 minutes, pizza will be ready, and you can find it on this table or on this table. So from that moment, we have like 1 more hour for networking, for chilling, for talking to each other. Please take this opportunity to network with other people, to get more contacts, exchange knowledge with others, or like finding friends, finding future teammates, etc. So thank you very much for coming, and thank you everyone on YouTube who is watching us. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.